What's up? It's the Jersey Jaguar back at you with another video. Well, guess what? It's the 2022-2023 NBA season, and a couple days ago, the NBA City Edition uniforms had just been unveiled and released for purchase. So in today's video, it's not going to be about reviews. It's going to be about which team has the best and worst City Edition since 2017 and 2018 until this current season. So the way we're going to do it is we're not just going to look at the best and worst looking. We're going to look at which one portrays the best and worst city aspects to it, meaning which ones had the best pull and appeal from their cities and states, as well as looks. All right, guys, so I'm a Chicago native. Bulls are my team. Most of theirs look good. One or two of them didn't. How do yours do? We're about to find out. But the way we're going to do it is we're going to organize it by conference, and within those conferences, we're going to go by division. Let's get started. Alright guys, so just a fair heads up, when I'm doing these reviews, I know I could be direct and borderline sarcastic sometimes, but these reviews, in my opinion, are strictly on the jerseys themselves and uniforms, not on a team's organization, their fan base, their city, state, or country. Alright, it's based strictly on the jerseys and uniforms. Also, another thing is, if you don't agree with me on some of my choices, it's cool. I'm sure you have different opinions, as well as the next guy and the next guy. And that's what makes this hobby fun, is that everybody has their own eye and their own opinion. All right, guys, let's get started with that Eastern Conference. All right, kicking things off, we have the Eastern Conference and Atlantic Division, starting with the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, the Philadelphia 76ers have a very good City Edition history for all 6 seasons. But with that said, unfortunately, the worst one in my eyes is the 2017-2018. It is nice, it is cream colored, however, it just lacks a lot of intricate details that the other portray. Now, the best one is going to be the 2020-2021 with that boathouse row. The jersey's black, that boathouse row looks like just like it does at nighttime over there from what I've seen pictures of. And the guys that live in Philly, you're going to know better than me, of course. And it just like really is unique and truly brings out what a City Edition should be. All right, next is the Boston Celtics. Now, Boston Celtics, again, the first year is the worst for me, the 2017-2018 season. The gray and green just didn't work for me, a little bland. Now, the best one, I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with me with, but I do like that 2021-2022 mixtape City Edition. Guys, I love the name on the bottom of the numbers on the back with the white nameplate on top of green, plus to that green on top of white twill really makes the jersey have a nice shadowed, layered effect to it. All right, guys, the font in the front is also that same thing, and that Cali green really pops on it. I like that jersey. All right, and next we had the New York Knicks. Now, New York is a city that has endless possibilities for a City Edition. However, the 2020-2021 just didn't do it for me. The city that never sleeps is cool. It is unique to New York. However, the jersey overall isn't that appealing. Now, the 2018 and 19, they did the season before as well. And, you know, it works. You have that awesome skyline on the side. And as you guys know, if you've been in New York, there's freaking skyscrapers all over the place. I like that one. All right, keeping things in New York, we got the Brooklyn Nets. Now, the Brooklyn Nets' worst one for me was the 17-18 season. It still looks good, but Brooklyn's overall was extremely nice as a whole. You know, that jersey itself for that season, it's cool because it has the Brooklyn Nets wordmark front in a nice, huge arch. I'm guessing for the Brooklyn Bridge, maybe. Now, the best one was the 2020-2021 season, that Basquiat-inspired jersey where they have the nice design on the side. They have other aspects from his artwork on there. And he is a local artist over there, so it was cool for them to see not only make a jersey absolutely beautiful, but take something from the city as well. All right, and migrating north, we got the Toronto Raptors. Now, they had that black and gold series going on for 6 years now, just like the Raptor itself needs to go extinct. Now, the worst one for me was the 1920 season, you know, just really bland, on top of a bland concept. And the best one for me was the 21-22 season when they brought back the Toronto Raptor itself onto the jersey back from their inaugural days. That one is kind of cool, but they need to do something else going forward. All right, bringing things up in the middle are the Milwaukee Bucks, starting off the Central Division. Now, for me, their worst one was the 2019-2020 season with that Cream City. You know, jersey doesn't look bad. However, their Cream City was kind of like lame in my opinion. I know it's the Dairy State. It's a cool concept, but it wasn't for me. Now, having it broken up to thirds was the 2018-2019 season based off the Mecca Stadium. Now, guys, it is cool. It is nice because you have all those different color sections as well as a vertical watermark. Really nice. All right, I'm bringing it back to sweet home Chicago are the Chicago Bulls, obviously, and the 1920 season was the worst for me. I don't know, guys. They just like really dropped the ball with that one. Honestly, it doesn't look good at all. But, you know, I guess kind of cool in theory. Now, their best one is the 2020-2021 series, guys. This screams Chicago. When you look on the side of it, you see that gold design, really reminiscent of the skyscrapers in Chicago. You got the wordmark and the font and the colors from one of the theaters. You know, the buildings are based off great buildings in Chicago, guys. They did an excellent job with this one. I really like it. All right, the Cleveland. All right, so their worst one for me was the 17-18 season. You know, guys, they went the gray route. And for me, like teams now these days in all the sports, they're like go-to alternate is either gray or black. And it didn't work in this situation. Now, their best one was the 2021-2022 mixtape. And guys, man, you have like truly aspects from all different seasons in there. And it really looks great, guys. It's unique. And for me, like it has a nice Cleveland feel to it, especially from their older days. All right, so we got the Indiana Pacers. And again, we have another gray jersey, gray uniform, I should say. Guys, in baseball, there's countless gray uniforms that look amazing. In basketball, for some reason, they really just don't work. Theirs doesn't. Now, their best one is going to be another mixtape, the 2021-2022 season, pulling back from their 90s era. Guys, they altered it a little bit and added some other aspects to it. It really looks cool. It has that huge, like, angled color mark on there, man. Awesome. All right, so driving up to the Motor City, we got the Detroit Pistons, and Detroit Pistons 17-18 was the worst one, easily stated. Now, their best one, they finally got away from the Motor City watermark, which was cool for a couple times, but not every time. And the 2022-2023 making its appearance in this video. Guys, it's based off St. Cecilia's, also known as the Saint Gymnasium, and a lot of former NBA legends have played there coming out of Detroit, so that was really cool. The jersey looks cool itself too, and it's a completely different colorway that they ever had. Well done. And taking a drive south to the Southeast Division, we got the Atlanta Hawks. Now, guys, the Atlanta Hawks have a absolutely awesome City Edition series for each season. However, if I had to choose one, it's going to be the 17-18 season, just that it probably lacks the most substance in terms of uniqueness. The jersey looks cool itself, but it's not as unique as the others. Guys, the best one is going to be the 2020-2021 season. It looks amazing. It has MLK on the front. And guys, you know, as you know, MLK was a huge part not only of Georgian and Atlanta history, but of American history. So they really hit the ball in the park with that one. If I had to choose one based solely on looks, I'd probably go with the current 2022-2023 series. All right, in the Miami Heat, another team that has an extraordinary City Edition series, if not the best one. All right, guys, so the worst one for me was the 2021-2022 season. You know, that like ransom note, as they call it, was cool, but it wasn't their best one. Their best one was actually the Vice Knights. All right, guys, you know, I had the black with the very, very bright and vibrant pink, and if you want to call it turquoise, if you want to call it sky blue, it's something in between. Man, does that just look nice. Man, does that scream a nice night in Miami. The Charlotte Hornets, you know, their 2019-2020 season was another great attempt and failed. And their 2020-2021 season, for me, was their best. You know, I know a lot of you guys are going to like the 21-22 season for that mixtape edition, and you wouldn't be wrong for it. But for me personally, I like the season before. That mint green was classic, unique, and it was awesome to see that the team did something based directly on their state, which is being that money was produced in North Carolina. So it's kind of cool. Mint green money, mint green jersey. Good stuff. The Orlando Magic. Now, we got polar opposites between the best and the worst. The worst was uninspired. It is dark gray, and it has a word mark abbreviation, which I usually don't like, ORL. Would have been cooler if they had a full Magic word on there, or Orlando. Now, the best one, guys, is probably one of the best out of the whole NBA City Edition series as a whole, period. That 17-18, man, is it cool. You got that awesome, like, jazzed out ball on the front, and then you got it fading from dark blue to a little bit lighter blue, and you got stars all over the place. Man, guess what? Now you see it, now you don't. It's magic. All right, and going to our nation's capital, the Washington Wizards. All right, guys, their black one was the worst, 18-19. Black is one of my favorite jersey colors. However, it didn't work for that one. Their best one, again with another appearance from the 2022-2023 season, is that pink. So guys, I know it's really different for a lot of you guys, and it's going to be like strange to see or even wear, but that pink is cool. It's based off the cherry blossoms. You know, you have the cherry blossoms on the side. The shorts look cool. It's really vibrant, guys. It's fresh. It's unique. It's bold. I like it. I think they did a great job on it. All right, we just finished the Eastern Conference, and guys, as you can see, there is not really a clear favorite in terms of which season has been the best so far. So far, each of those Eastern Conference teams have been mixed within their best and worst seasons. All right, guys, let's get to the Western Conference now. And kicking things off for the Western Conference in the Pacific Division are the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, the worst, simply said, is it's 2022-2023, this current City Edition. You know, that teal stripe with that weird design is actually based off a carpet from one of the airports. Cool concept, however, the jersey doesn't work. That PDX throws it off. Their best is going to be the 2020-2021. It has a topographical map of the state of Oregon based on their mountains. It's a cool color, cool design, cool concept. I love the jersey. I really hope I ate it soon. All right, if you want to talk lazy, you're going to talk about the Utah Jazz. So Utah Jazz, guys, I had to put, you know, they did 3 years of the row in the same jersey. So that third year is going to be the worst, being that by the third year, they should have done something different. The best one, I guess, I'm going to give to the darker version of it. So the reason why I like the darker version is because there is more variety in the wordmark and the numbers, opposed to where the first rendition of it is just all white. I think it would look cool actually with black or darker letters and numbers or some kind of variation of that. All right, so the Denver Nuggets are another team that overall has a great City Edition series. However, the 1920 just looked washed out. That design worked on the black version of that jersey. However, for the white version, it didn't work. And their best one, honestly, was the 21-22 mixtape series. They took aspects of every jersey, put it together, and made a brilliant jersey. I know it's a little wild, but for me, it works. I really like it. I have it. It's Jokic. He got this back-to-back MVP that season. Why not? All right, and storming through are the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, guys, their worst one was the 17-18 season. It's supposed to be based off a thunderstorm. They made it gray and they put yellow, you know, around the numbers, guys. If you want to base your jersey off a thunderstorm, dude, you could make it look freaking awesome. They didn't. Their best one, though, was the Native American-inspired turquoise jersey. I love things that are Native American, and they did it justice with that jersey. All right, Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, the Minnesota Timberwolves had it going with their 2020-2021 season. However, they dropped the ball at the end. Guys, idea was cool, just didn't work out. The best one, and I love this jersey, is that Prince Edition, City Edition jersey. So, guys, when you see it, it makes you want to party like it's 1999. It's purple. It's a cool shade of purple. They put it together nicely. It has a unique font. Guys, there's multiple aspects from Prince and his career in there. Extremely, extremely cool jersey. All right, soaking up some sun in the Pacific Division are the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, for me, the worst one was the 18-19 season. Not that good. It was kind of boring. Their best one is currently the 22-23, making another appearance in the video. And guys, it's based off the Watts Towers in southern Los Angeles. It has a lot of Los Angeles aspects to it. It looks good. So for those reasons, it's the best. However, if you did like last year's baby blue one, I'm not going to argue with you. All right, the Sacramento Kings. So the Sacramento Kings, for me, easily was the 1920 season. It was the worst. You know, like, does it still look kind of cool? Yeah, maybe. You know, it just didn't have a nice flow to it. Now, the best one was the 2021, the following season. And guys, it's black, but on the side, it has those infamous checkerboards, like from their 90 days. And also, it has even farther vintage with the sky blue and red on it. It pops. It's unique. I like it. All right, so 2022-2023 is going to make another appearance, and that's with the Los Angeles Lakers, but it's going to be their worst jersey. Guys, it's a lazy jersey, and the inspiration behind it's lazy. They said they want a clean slate. It kind of sounds like they're throwing their players under the bus, like they're going to do a rebuild. I don't know why they would do that. And their best one, 2017-2018, by far, Mamba mentality, black jersey, snake skin. Man, is that one nice. Okay, the Phoenix Suns. Now, it was a hard time choosing their worst, and it was also a hard time choosing their best. So, guys, their worst for me was the 17-18. Now, if you heard my other videos, I'm obsessed with the color purple. However, this one was just a little dull. But, you know, the two following that weren't that good either. But the best ones was really hard for me to choose. The Valley is probably overall the best looking. But, you know, that 2022-2023 is Native American inspired, and it has actually suns in all the different languages from the tribes in Arizona along the side. It has Native American patterns. Guys, it's a really beautiful jersey. I would love to have one in my collection. All right, the Golden State Warriors was another really hard one to choose. Most of their jerseys look good for the City series, if not all of them. The worst one I'm going to go with was the 1920. You know, it just was kind of getting repetitive to some extent. And the best one for me was the 1718. I love that dragon on the front. I love the vibrancy of it. I love the vivid colors. I love that it has a nice, like, Asian inspiration feel to it coming from the West Coast. And the last division will be the Southwest Division. Leading things off will be the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, guys, their worst was the 18-19 season. It's another gray fail. And their best is going to be their current 22-23 season. Not only is it the best for them, but it's the best for the NBA 22-23 City Edition series. So, guys, for those of you who don't know, it is designed mainly by Project Pat and 3-6 Mafia. And they wanted to make it really hip-hop inspired and Memphis inspired. And they did just that, man. Well done. The Dallas Mavericks, and the Dallas Mavericks worst for me was the 2021 season. You know, it was a cool concept. It just didn't work out at the end of the day. And their best, believe it or not, was the 18-19, which is Luka's rookie season. Now, guys, that rookie, Luka Doncic, and one of Dirk Nowitzki's final seasons, it's mean. It has a horse head. And usually logos on the front of jerseys in basketball doesn't work. This one looks extremely well. It's vibrant. It's almost neon-like. Guys, when you see these jerseys on TV or in actual professional photos, it looks freaking amazing, and they're extremely, extremely hard to find. Again, another 2021 fail is the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, guys, the New Orleans Pelicans is based off the flag. Cool concept, didn't work out. Their best one for me was the first season of City Edition. That was the 17-18. It's purple, but it's a nice royal purple. This jersey screams Mardi Gras. It has a different color font on the front than it does on the back. The font is slanted and off-center. Guys, you got the little green stripe on the side of the jersey just to pull it together. Beautiful, beautiful jersey. I wish I could find one, but they're hard to find. All right, the 1920 guys, they went for a clean look. However, that clean look was too clean. It was boring. Now, the 1819, what a beautiful jersey. That nice cardinal shade of red with gold, and it has those Asian details sublimated into the jersey is extremely, extremely nice, especially with that beautiful design on the front. Guys, that is a beautiful jersey. If you could find one, pick it up. And batting last are the San Antonio Spurs. You know, guys, honestly, their City Edition uniform history has been pretty good, honestly. However, by 2019-2020, that military theme got old. And I hate to say it because that jersey and uniform looked amazing for those 3 years that they have it. But by the third year, they should have just done something different. 1 year repeat, cool. By the second time you repeat, it's too much. Now, the black edition that they did do in 2020, 2021 was awesome. You had that nice, vibrant color stripe going down the front, which is reminiscent from their vintage 90s warm-ups, court, etc. And guys, you got that San Antonio in cursive going also down the angle. It's a beautiful jersey, man. If you had one for a Texas State team, that's the way it should look. And that's a wrap. So as you guys can see, each team didn't necessarily put in that much effort. But at the same time, some of those teams in another season put in a lot of effort to create a masterpiece. Well, guys, what's your thoughts about these City Connects? Which season and which teams did you like the best so far? Leave it in the comments. Also, if you guys have any questions about the current Nike jerseys, hit me up. And if there's a video you'd like to see in the future, don't hesitate to ask. I'll see you at the next one.